Ready for something a little different. Today we're going to be diving into Sudanzare and their kind of unique take on Southern Italian dance, specifically the tarantella.
And you know what's so interesting about this is that they're actually based in Paris.
Yeah, Paris for Italian dance, right. But like I said, we're diving into Sudanzare and what they're all about. So I guess the first thing is what makes them so special.
Well, it really comes down to their passion. They've been promoting this incredible form of cultural expression. I mean, we're talking Southern Italian dance and music since 2012.
They're not just a dance studio, are they?
No, not at all. They do it all. We're talking workshops, performances, even lectures.
Wow.
It's really quite impressive. They've even published books on the subject.
Really?
Oh, yeah. But their real love, I think it's safe to say, is the tarantella. They actually call it dance at heels. And with 20 years of experience under their belts, well, they've actually seen it transform people's lives firsthand.
That's amazing. But how can a dance be healing? What's their secret? What do they do differently?
Well, a lot of it comes back to their teaching method. They're not just interested in teaching steps.
Right.
It's much deeper than that. They've created this truly inclusive approach to teaching, adapting to each person's needs and emphasizing the connection between, movement and sound.
When you say inclusive, you really mean it, right?
Absolutely.
We're talking people of all ages, background,
all abilities.
abilities even. It's amazing to me that they've taken this dance form and brought it into therapeutic settings, working with psychologists and psychiatrists even to help people overcome personal challenges. I mean, that's incredible.
That's the beauty of their approach. It acknowledges that connection, that very real connection between our minds, our bodies, and even our cultures. They've actually seen how the tarantella can help people, to work through internal things, to find release and healing.
So this isn't just some, feel-good idea, right? This is rooted in real-world application. Have they actually seen this healing themselves?
Yeah. And that's where collaborating with mental health professionals comes in. Over years of, observation practice, they've developed what they call an inclusive methodology. And through this, they've really come to see the tarantella as a powerful tool for therapeutic benefit. They've seen people discover a new sense of freedom, of self-expression through this dance.
That's incredible. It's
Yeah.
amazing. But they haven't just kept it, inside the studio. They've got a whole performance thing going on, right?
They do.
Yeah.
It's incredible. A whole performance troupe taking this tradition to a whole new level.
Yeah.
They blend traditional tarantella with contemporary elements.
Yeah, so cool.
I know. And they're getting a lot of recognition for it, too. I mean, they even performed at the Palais de Tokyo back in 2022.
Wow. So it's clear they're making an impact. But who are the people behind all of this? Who are the passionate individuals driving this organization forward?
Well, Sudanzare, it's really the brainchild of these two incredible people, Tullia Conte and Mattia Dodo.
They're the ones behind it all, huh? What are they like?
They're really something. Both of them have put so much of themselves into Sudanzare. They've really built this bridge between, traditional Southern Italian dance and a modern audience.
So cool. Tell me more about them. I mean, what are their backgrounds? Were they always dancers?
Well, Tullia's background, it's actually fascinating. She's a stage director. She's an author, a performer.
Wow.
I know, right? She's amazing. And you can see her passion for folk dance is shining through in all her work. It's this really unique perspective, blending theatrical elements with more traditional dance forms.
It sounds like she's found a way to really bring out the emotional power of these dances.
Yeah, exactly. She's won awards for her work. Pieces like, what was it called? Tarantella Cruda and La Dernière Tarentule. They're incredible examples of how tradition can be reimagined in a modern context.
I'm super impressed. She sounds amazing. And what about Mattia?
Mattia's story is pretty incredible too. He's got this really interesting mix of influences, having combined his knowledge of Buto. Yeah, it's a Japanese dance form. And he combines that with the tarantella. This really unexpected fusion.
Wow, Buto and Tarantella. That's a combination I never would have thought of.
Right. It's incredible. It really speaks to that spirit of, cultural exchange.
Definitely.
And if that weren't enough, Mattia is also a certified shiatsu therapist.
Wow.
It all comes back to that mind-body connection that Sudanzare is all about.
They really emphasize that connection, don't they?
They do. They've even published books on Southern Italian dance and culture.
Oh, wow.
I know. It's amazing. It makes it accessible to everyone. Even if you can't, take a class, you can still learn.
That's great. So they're not just, keeping it to themselves.
Exactly. They're passing it on. They even have a whole training program for, dancers and professionals who want to learn more about their teaching method. They're making sure this tradition stays alive.
That's really cool. So they've got Tullia, they've got Mattia, they've got these books, these performances. It seems like they've really created something special with Sudanzare.
They really have.
Yeah.
And like we were saying before, it all comes back to that power of dance to heal and connect us. They're proving that, tradition and innovation aren't at odds with each other. They can exist together.
Yeah, that's a really good point. It really makes you think about, well, all the other dances out there.
Yeah.
And the cultures they come from. I mean, what else is there that we might be missing? It's easy to think about things in isolation, but Sudanzare is showing us that's not how the world works.
Right. Like with traditional and modern, or, therapeutic.
They're all connected.
Exactly. And Sudanzare is a really living proof of that. It's a good reminder that, well, you never know what you'll find if you just open yourself up to new experiences.
Totally. And they've taken this dance from Italy, brought it to Paris.
Added in elements of Japanese dance.
And through it all, they've stayed true to that idea of sharing the tarantella with everyone.
They're so dedicated to that, promoting inclusivity through dance. It's a powerful message.
It really is. And not just, entertainment. It's deeper than that. It's about connection and culture.
Building bridges between people.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that dance can do so well. I mean, it really is a universal language, isn't it?
It is. So as we wrap up our deep dive into Sudanzare, what have we learned? What are we taking away from this?
I think, for me, it's really about looking deeper.
Okay. Deeper into what?
Our own cultures, our own traditions. Because you never know, there might be something really amazing hidden just below the surface.
I love that. Sometimes taking that first step can lead to something truly extraordinary. Yeah.
Exactly. And maybe this deep dive, maybe it's inspired you to do just that. Explore your own heritage or even try a new dance.
Maybe even the tarantella.
Yeah, why not?
You could even check out some of the books that Sudanzare has published. They sound fascinating.
They are.
Until next time.
Keep exploring.
Keep asking questions.
And keep dancing.